Hello, everybody. I couldn't exactly start with, like, the whole beginning, I don't think. Like, what about credits? Hang on. Nah. It's for post game. But yeah, Outer Wilds. I've wanted to play Outer Wilds for a while. Um, but two things kept keeping me from it. The fact that I didn't have a strong enough PC at the time, and so every single time I was thinking about playing it, I was just like, but my PC is probably too shit to play it correctly, and so it'll constantly be stuttering, and I don't want to play it in a miserable situation, so I'll wait until I get a better like desktop PC, so that I'm not on this dinky old laptop anymore. And then the second thing was just trying to fit this in the gaming schedule because there's a lot of games that I want to get to eventually, and this was one of them. But there was a lot of other ones that kept getting pushed to the forefront because they were shorter journeys, at least for the most part. I'm actually not sure how long this game is, but we have original Outer Wilds, and then we have the DLC Echoes of the Eye. I went ahead and bought Echoes of the Eye because I have a feeling that I'm going to enjoy this game enough to want to play the DLC. So we're going to just do a full blind sweep of all of Outer Wilds. The only thing that I have seen from this game is some out of context streamer clips of people like fucking around with the jetpack and immediately eating shit. So that's gonna be fun. The game said to play that the game is more enjoyable on a gamepad, so I have plugged my DualSense in. I hope they won't lie to me. I assume they won't lie to me. But yeah, let us begin a new expedition. Do I want to wake up? Oh, oh. Back from your pre-launch camp out under the stars, I see. So it's launch day, eh? Seems like only yesterday you joined the space program and suddenly you are here. Leaving on your first solo voyage. What do you say? Ready to get this beauty off the ground? It's all fueled up and ready to go. All systems go. Glad you're excited. Remember, if you wreck the ship, I'm not building you a new one. I'm not made of lightweight, re-entry grade aluminum oils, you know? Anyway, you'll need to get the launch codes from Hornfels at the observatory before you can lift off. Just bring those here once you've said your goodbyes or whatever. Oh my god. Oops. Oh my god, this is just an entire thing. Damn it. Ah! Damn it. Alright. So I'm an alien man. I probably look almost exactly like this guy. So the rocket's up there. Ooh. Oh. Oh, weird. Huh. Okay. Yeah, it requires launch codes. Yeah, the jump is hold and release. I figured that out, actually. Oh. Mika! Hey, it's you. Slate said you're bossing off in your ship today. I'm really excited to see the launch. Aren't you going to... Aren't you going into space? Aren't you? You better not have changed your mind. I'm still going. You better be. It's been forever since anyone launched into space. I really, really want to see it. Really bad. Hey, you want to try out my model ship? Slate says it's just like the real thing, only less likely to start a fire. I want to practice with a pro before I leave. Oh, you're just saying that, but if you really want to practice with me, I guess I could help you a little. Try to land on one of the geyser pools. Show me what you got. I hear you and Slate beefed up the model ship. Can I see it? Yeah, we replicated the controls and installed better thrusters. Want to get over test drive? Slate says it's just like the real thing, only less likely to start a fire. Huh. Oh. Huh. Allah. This is going to turn out really badly. Hang on, I can actually talk to people as much as I want. So, now I have second thoughts. Where are the launch codes again? How's the ship looking? Great. Hey, you want to get a kick out of this? I've repurposed the spare oxygen tank to be used in an extra combustion chamber. Is that safe? Probably. What does that do? Well, it's all conceptual, but basically it's like a regular stage 2 booster and strapping a big rocket onto it. Isn't that great? How safe would you say this thing is? Oh, it's perfect 10, unless you're factoring in pilot area, in which case it's about 4. No effect. Hey, you're the pilot. You tell me. Aren't you pilot types all eager to get up there and explore for yourselves? Don't matter if you go to the moon or Brittle Hollow or just the other side of Timberhearth. It's all the same to me. And get out there and have fun. Just don't hurt the ship. That's all I ask. What else shall I do before liftoff? If you have any goodbyes to say, better say them now. I think your friend Hal is in the observatory waiting to see you off. Oh, and Gosson says you have the zero-G chamber set up if you want a refresher on making ship repairs in space. Not saying you have to, but I'd get help. I'd help get Gosson off my back. It'd help get Gosson off my back if you did. Wow, that was just like the time the external fuel tanks exploded on re-entry. You'll be okay flying the big one, right? Okay. What a landing. Guess that's what Slate. That's why Slate lets you fly the real thing, huh? Okay. Porphy? Hey yo, hatchling. I hear you're leaving up to seek adventure among the stars. When you return, you, me, and Golson open up a bottle of the good stuff. Others amongst one star. Other stars are too far away. The good stuff is less delicious sap wine and more daunting digestive challenge. 9 stomach is the mark of a true Hearthian, my friend. Our hardy hunter-gatherer lifestyle stems from trial and error, by which I mean our ancestors survived eating a lot of bad things. Hey, ho, astronauto. Tell me, what can I do for you? Any new dirt? I'm hoping to teach Esker to tap trees next time they return from the Atlar Rock. If they'll bring me lunar sap, I can attempt moon wine. What are you up to? I'm just sealing up another batch of sap wine for aging. I like to begin aging a batch on the day of a significant occasion, you know? That's why there are so many bottles labeled structural collapse and house fire. Enjoy your travels. Postcards from orbit. Brutile. You're actually blasting off in that thing, huh? They really don't explode as often anymore. I'm told my odds of survival are statistically quite high. Yeah, the space program's certainly come a long way. I should probably thank you for causing fewer flash fires than your predecessors. By the way, good luck with those retro rockets. Are you gonna watch the launch? Of course! I'll be watching from a safe distance, obviously, and mostly to make sure nothing catches fire, but watching nonetheless. What can I do for you? You really worried that the space program will burn the village down? Only constantly. You learn to live with it. You also learn to sleep with a bucket of water next to your bed just in case. Glad to hear it. The satellite cam. This projector linked to our Sky Shuttler satellite, which is currently orbiting Timberhearth. Satellite is equipped with 2 onboard cameras. See if you can take a snapshot of our village. This pilot seat used by pioneering astronaut Feldspar is all that remains of our inaugural flight into space, although it's been argued such a distinction requires a breathtakingly liberal definition of flight. That day will nevertheless always be remembered as a landmark achievement in Hearthian history. It's like a little museum. They launched a satellite at least. So it's like they're on to something. Ooh. Ah ha ha ha. Yeah. Damn. No. Certain parts of echoes the eyes can be okay, yeah. Launch codes. Okay. So let's not do that again this time. Hang on. Marl. So it's launch day, huh? Hal's gonna miss you. Speaking of launch day, I was thinking about it, and the platform in those ships' launch room is getting old. Isn't it about time to build... You built a new one? Less flammable one. That big tree in the village would be the perfect choice. I wouldn't mind helping out the space program. Just say the word. Launch pad is flammable. Huh, you didn't realize that? Don't worry, it's held up for all the launches so far. It's definitely going to be fine for yours. Probably. Nice try. What? No, I just think it's in the way and someone ought to chop it down, you know? Specifically me. Haha, you think this has to do with the time I fell off it and broke my arm? That was when we were hatchlings. Who would hold a grudge for that long? You swing by the moon, say hi to Asker. That tree's got it coming. Hello there, Space Cadet. I hear you're leaving the crater today. If you meet any of the other travelers up there, remind them to take proper care of their instruments, won't you? Oh, sure. I made all the instruments, you know. Let me see. There's Charette's drums, Rybeck's banjo, Gabro's flute, and Feldspar's harmonica. Of course, though, Feldspar's been missing for a long time. Sometimes it feels like just yesterday they were playing their harmonica around the campfire. Anyway, you hear music in space, that'll be one of the space programmer's other travelers. If you feel like company, you can always pull out your signal scope and track them down. Trouble is, every time a Hearthian leaves for outer space, there's one less musician in our orchestra. So, did you need something? Where's the observatory? Questions like that make us worried about you going up to space on your own, you know? The observatory is up the path behind the waterfall. A couple of signs marking the way, but really, you just keep going and then hook a right when you get to the Zero-G cave. Hello, astronaut. It isn't my favorite troublemaker. We wanted to play hide and seek, but Moraine won't let us borrow their signal scope because it's really delicate and not supposed to be thrown around like that. Hey, can we use your signal scope? Can we please? We'll even let you be it. Sure, let's play. Woohoo! Okay, here are the rules. Galena and me will hide with these radios, and you'll use your signal scope to find us. Last one to be found wins. Okay, close your eyes and start counting. Aw, you found me, but my hiding spot was super good. Don't forget you had to find us both, okay? I won. I'm happy. Thanks for playing with us. Huh. Fishing rhyme. Singing helps me pass the time. You're leaving the crater? I guess we'll be all the busier without you around to lend a hand. That big water plant, Giants Deep? That's where I'd go. Why's that? One time, after the rest of the village was left asleep and it was just the two of us sitting around the campfire, Gabbro told me about their first trip to Giants Deep. They landed their ship easily enough in the waves, but couldn't see too far down on account of how murky the water was, I guess. Too dark. Gabbro wants to see what lay beneath the surface, so they decided to travel deeper. Travel down and down. Suddenly, Gabbro couldn't go any further. Tell me more. I will. I was just pausing dramatically. As though exercising will of its own, the water was refusing to let Gabbro go any deeper. held Gabbro back, almost as if it was trying to protect them from something. And then, in the terrible darkness, Gabbro saw it. Tentacles, some hideous beast. Ah! I mean, that's what Gabbro said anyway. Whatever it was, it freaked Gabbro out pretty good. Everyone wants to hear new stories at a village campfire, you know? Make sure you bring some back with you. Look for hornfowls. Oh, them? I bet today's haul they're at the observatory. Not that I've caught anything yet, but if I had, I'd definitely bet it. Hornfowls are pretty much always in the observatory. Now, a scout launcher? Northwest Geyser Mountains. Young Bark Crater. Nomai Ruins. Quantum Grove Crater. Quatar. Okay. Moraine. Hmm? Oh, hello, astronaut. This is good weather for your launch, right? That's lucky. What are you up to? Any good sounds from space today? There are. My signal scope is set to the Outer Wilds venture frequency, so I'm listening to the traveler's music. Last night I heard Rybeck's banjo coming from Brittle Hollow. I hope that means they're safe. I can hear different planets too. It depends on what time of day or night it is, since different planets are in the sky at different times. Signal scopes are cool. You're there. Don't look in the sun. Haven't you been in this tree a while? I'm concerned Marl will cut down this tree if there's no one in it, so I don't want to leave it for too long. Mayor Rutile says Marl isn't supposed to cut it down, but I don't think they see eye to eye on this one. Um, I'll still watch your launch, though. I'll have a good view from up here. Alright, good kid. Arcos? Hi, astronaut. You know the path of... You know the patch of ghost matter inside the fence? Gossin said it used to be bigger when they were hatchlings, because ghost matter evaporates. Just takes a super long time to go away. Hope there's still ghost matter in the village when I'm growing up. Ghost matter is awesome. Ghost matter is super cool. It'll burn the heck out of you. Yeah, I heard touching it hurts so bad it feels like your whole hand's on fire. Try not to walk into any in space, okay? That sounds super painful. Danger. Inside this fence is a pocket of ghost matter, a strange and dangerous substance that's invisible to the naked eye. The good news is that you can detect ghost matter with a camera. Moving through ghost matter is uniquely painful and will probably kill you, Don't complain to me if you hurt yourself fooling around. It's cool that little scouts can detect ghost matter and all, but what would be really cool is if little scouts could, like, shoot ghost matter at stuff. Oh, pew pew pew. Huh. Interesting. Hey, come say hi to your old flight coach before your launch. I've got zero-G training to set up if you want a refresher. Hmm. Hey, I thought I might see you before the big launch. Nerves getting the better of you? I'm a little nervous. Good, everyone should be a little bit nervous going into space. I got cocky during my first flight and nearly put a new crater in the moon. Still, I was never as green as you. Hey, I've gotten better. Think so, do you? Feel like proving it to your old flight coach? There's a satellite, which is definitely not just a piece of broken mining equipment, set up down in Zero G cave and in need of repairs. If you're looking for a little last minute Zero G practice, head down the lift and into the cave. Or don't, so as long as you're confident you can make your ship repairs in space. One repaired satellite coming up. Cool, get to it. Try not to concuss yourself right before the first launch. Oh, come on. Zero G cave. Suit up. Hey, nice of you to drop down. Getting some zero G time in. So you're going in there, in the cave. What? No, I'm fine. Great. Great and fine. You don't look fine. Well, you know, I hate that cave, so I don't know why you're making me talk about it. Whew. Now I've got hand sweats. Need something? Give me the dirt. Some fresh dirt? Not much happening down here lately. Let me think. Come to think of it, Tektite saw something crash outside the village crater earlier. That's new and different. Well, hey, how about that? Yeah, they were on Firewatch with the old scout launcher and saw smoke, so they went to check it out. Safety first, right? No, I'm kidding. I said that Tektite once. Pretty rude how long they laughed for, if you ask me. Oh no, 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 no way. You want to run off into space? That's your business. Don't make me, think about it. Bad enough we get this weird cave down here. The Zero G cave. Hmm. Where is this bit that's broken? Oh, it's inside. There we go. Training simulation complete. Okay. Nicely done. Of course, it'll be a little more stressful when you're hurtling through space, but just remember your training and try not to hit anything big. I can see you're itching to get off this rock, so go get the launch codes from the observatory and get out of here already. Best of luck out there. And hey, try to avoid getting yourself killed now that you've put so much time into training. You Now that I've put so much time into training you, got it? All right. Outer Wilds Ventures founding members, clockwise from left to right. Hornfels, Gossin, Slate, and Feldspire. Outer Wild Ventures, Timberhearth's first and only space program, was founded to explore the furthest reaches of our solar system. Feldspar was the first Hearthian to be intentionally launched into space. They completed the first orbit around Timberhearth and later made the first of what would be many landings on our moon, the Atla rock. Hey, hey, it's my favorite astronaut. Launch day at last, huh, buddy? It's the translator tool's inaugural flight, too. I'm so excited, it's making me nauseous. Just think, you'll be able to translate any nomai text you want, anywhere you are. The two of us put a lot of hours into inventing that tool, so don't break it, okay? Haha. Oh, jeez, do not break it. Ignore me, okay? I'm just nervous. And I'm not even the one going to space. How are you feeling? I'm excited. Good. You've only been waiting for this day since you were a hatchling. Can't wait to see all that your training pay off. So what's the dirt? Want to see the new Nomai statue? New statue. You haven't heard? Gabbro brought it back with them from the Giant's Deep, and Hornfels just finished prepping it for display. This is it right here. Neat, huh? Makes me wish we could see what a real-life Nomai looks like, but I guess this is as close as we'll ever get. Check it out. Looks like they have fur. Fur is weird. This is the first fully intact statue ever found, you know? And for how old it is, it's in great shape. Ah, geez, I got a little carried away there. Yeah, go on. You have a ship to launch. Take care of yourself out there, you hear? Why did the Nomai make this statue? Good question. So Gabber found this fully intact statue on Giant's Deep, right? Well, Hornfels told me it's made from the same type of special stone as the partial statue Chirk found back on the Hourglass Twins. That's why, when Gabbro, chipped the Giant Deep statue, that stone fragment was repurposed for your ship's computer. Maybe the statues were made for storing information. Where'd you say the statue came from? From Giant's Deep. Gabber fished it out of the ocean and brought it back here for study. Hornfels doesn't know much about it yet. Just that it's crazy old and super tough. I wonder why the Nomai carved it. Apparently Gabbro went back to Giant's Deep to try to learn more about the statue. Maybe they'll find some answers there. Where can I find Gabbro? Gabbro said they were going back to Giant's Deep, to wherever they found the Nomai statue. One of the islands, I think. You remember Gabbro plays a flute, right? Like, all the time? I bet that signal scope could find them easily. If you do see Gabbro, say hi for me. Think I'll discover anything cool in space? Hey, you never know. Maybe you'll be the one to solve the mysteries of the Nomai. Or maybe you'll discover a new kind of rock or something. But honestly, as long as they don't end up naming new safety equipment after you, I'm sure you'll have done a great job. How's it? This remarkably intact statue was carved by the Nomai, an ancient species who dwelled in our solar system thousands of years ago. The statue provides us with our most detailed look yet at the Nomai, who appear to have been covered with layers of fur. Note the decorative jewelry that has been carved as part of the antlers. Although their artifacts and structures have been found on almost every planet in the solar system, we still have no idea where the species came from or what happened to them. Radio tower here on Timber Earth was built to receive transmissions from our deep space satellite, and to this day still houses the first ever photos taken of the entire solar system. These photos were made possible by the deep space satellite's unusual vertical orbit that carries it high above and below the plane of the solar system. Thanks to a recent upgrade, the deep space satellite is now responsible for generating the real-time solar system map used by our newest astronauts. Watch closely. These balls move on their own. The ground is perfectly level, so what do you think causes this spooky motion? Answer is the moon. As it orbits our moon, Atlar's gravity pulls on objects from different locations. In fact, it's pulling on you right now. This piece of Nomai writing was essential to deciphering their unique language. Although this text is linear, Nomai text often branches off from a central point. Interestingly, each branch tends to be written by a different author. Aside from the dwelling and structures they built, the Nomai also made art. This decorative pottery was discovered on Brittle Hollow. Some ancient Nomai art depicts strange animals, foreign celestial objects, and other subjects that can't be found in our solar system, which makes us wonder whether the Nomai originated elsewhere in the universe or simply had vibrant imaginations. Were the Nomai born in our solar system, or were they born among other stars and planets? And if they were, how and why did they come here? These are just some of the questions we hope to answer through further xenoarchaeological expeditions. What you see here are parts of the Nomai skeleton. We can tell from their skulls that they possess antlers and, quite unusually, only 3 eyes. The Nomai body was most likely adapted for living exclusively on land. The differences in the Nomai's anatomy, such as their shockingly frail bone structure, shows us that Earthians couldn't have descended from Nomian ancestors. It's not clear where the Nomai originated from or why they disappeared. We hope to find more clues to this puzzle as we explore our solar system. The Nomai technology brought back from space by our astronauts has been a great boon to Outer Wilds ventures, allowing us to modify expedition gear in exciting and useful ways. For example, the Little Scout now boasts a warp retrieval capability that allows astronauts to recall their scouts almost instantly. This has dramatically reduced the number of scouts lost to the depths of space. This crystal was taken from Nomai ruin on Brittle Hollow. It seems to create a local gravity distortion that was most likely used to traverse steep surfaces. Try it out. Oh, that's cool. This anglerfish specimen was found attached to the landing gear on one of our ships that flew close to dark bramble. It appears well suited to living in dark places with minimal atmosphere. Stars like our sun generate light and heat by fusing hydrogen into helium. As it grows older, the star runs out of hydrogen and starts to contract. As the star core contracts, it gets hotter, causing the outer layer to expand. The star has become a red giant. When the core is hot enough, it starts to fuse helium into carbon. If a star is massive enough, it will continue to fuse carbon into even heavier elements like iron. Ultimately, the star will collapse under its own gravity and then explode in a violent event called a supernova. Based on Chert's observation, this will one day be the fate of our own sun. Crystal, gravity distortion, okay. Yo, it said look at map. Holy shit. This game is a lot bigger than I thought. There's something there. This might be the DLC. I'm not sure. Oh, no, wait. No, wait, that's Giant's Deep. So we're here on Timberhearth. There's Atla Rock. It's down there. Hourglass Twins, the Ash Twin, and the Ember Twin. There's Giant's Deep. Brittle Hollow. Hollow's Lantern. There's the Dark Bramble. Where that fucking fish thing was. I'm not gonna like that fucking fish thing. I know. I know it. Hello, Hornfells. There you are. Just finished pre-flight observations and local conditions are good. Time to get our newest astronaut off the ground. And you'll be our first astronaut ever equipped with the Nomai translator tool. I confess, I've been giddy all day just thinking about it. We're better equipped than ever to unravel the mysteries of the Nomai. You and Hal should be very proud of your work. Tell me, what's your plan once you're in space? I think I'll start with something small. You'd prefer to ease into things? That's a sensible plan. More sensible than most of our astronauts tend to be, and that's a fact. Do you think you'll go to Atla Rock then? Our moon would be a safe place to travel to and get your bearings in space. I'm sure Esker would appreciate the visit. Plus, we don't know about the ancient Nomai ruins know what the ancient Nomai ruins on the moon are or why they were built. You could put your new translator tool through into paces. Well then, looks like that's all that's left is to send you off. All in all, it's a fine day for a launch. Ready to get off this rock. Excellent. You'll be needing launch codes then. Here they are. Best get off the ground before Slate makes one more modification to your ship, eh? Good luck out there. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Launch codes. Oh, I missed this part. A strange rock moving around this grotto appears to react to conscious observation. The level-headed among us realize there must be some sort of optical illusion at play, but Gabbro claims the rock exists in all possible states until it is observed, whatever that means. Whatever is actually happening, both sides of the debate agree the effect is extremely creepy. That is weird. Excuse me. What the fuck? Goat? What are you doing, goat? Hey, hey. So did you get a good look at the Nomai statue? Whoa, whoa, the statue was doing what? So its eyes open and then you saw images from your own memories and glowing lights flying around? You mean like in a hallucination? Listen, no offense, but are you sure you're okay for launch? Like, medically speaking? I mean, if you're saying it happened, then I guess maybe it did. But why? Hornfels tried everything to get the statue's eyes to open, and nothing like this ever happened to them. I don't think they're going to get any answers from the museum statue. Gavro said they were going back to Giant's Deep. Don't know which island they're on, though. Maybe they'll maybe they'd be able to tell you more. On the other hand, Gavro's, Gabro. So maybe you'd be better off searching for more info on your own. Geez, now I'm really jealous you're going into space. Hey, see if you can use our translator tool to find out more about the statue, okay? Good luck and safe flying. Hello, astronaut. You going into space today? Going into space and never coming back like Feldspar did? Don't worry, I'll come back. That's what Feldspar said too, but they never did. Hornfels will be really sad if you don't come back, like how sad it makes them to talk about Feldspar. So you should make sure you don't get lost in space too. Bringing lots of mallows with you to roast on your trip. Mallows are my favorite. And we're back. Looks like you're ready for takeoff. The excitement of a launch is fun and all, but can't wait to get back to working on the new ship. We're working on fixing the autopilot's avoidance system for this one. Sorry. View ship log. Interloper. Village. The one and only Herthian village, as well as the only main source of explosions on this planet. The Nomai statue in the observatory opened its eyes and looked at me. I saw strange glowing lights and my own memories flash before my eyes. Hal says the statue has never opened its eyes before, despite Hornfels' best efforts. Cave at the very center of Timber Hearth, used by Outer Wilds Ventures to train new astronauts. I successfully repaired another satellite for Gaussen. The rumors. Esker Camp, Lunar Ruins, Gabro. I hear there are Nomai ruins somewhere on Atlar Rock. No one knows what they are or why they were built. Esker is stationed on Atlar Rock. Hal says Gabro went to Giant's Deep. Interloper. Buckle up. Esker. Oh, hey, it's you. Ground control didn't tell me you were launching. Long time no see. Actually, I guess it's been a long time since I've seen anyone. Did the other travelers come by? Lunar Outpost saw more traffic back when our ships were less sophisticated and needed more frequent repairs. Nowadays, it's mostly used to keep a set of eyes on things. Sometimes Chirk comes by to say hi, but Gabbro is Gabbro, and you know how Rybeck feels about unnecessary space flights. Don't go. No, I mean, anything else you wanted to ask? Seems lonely up here. A little. I'm in touch with ground control, Hornfells and Gossin mostly, and they radio chat now and then. And when ground control forgets I'm up here, and they usually do, I'll launch my little scout at the village. They forgot about you? I don't blame them. For one, I don't check in as often as the other travelers, since I'm always in one place. And it's not as bad up here, really. At least it's peaceful and quiet. You don't always get that in our solar system, let alone in our village. You spy on us? What? No, it's not spying. It's one-way communication that none of the villagers know about because I've never told them. What was that whistling? Probably, or actually, definitely. The other travelers carry instruments, so they don't bother whistling. You can pick up their music with the signal scope, you know. Best spot for that is the North Pole. Great reception. North Pole is marked in red on your mini-map, but the Atlas Rock is a pretty small moon, really. Just go north, you can't miss it. What is this place? Haha, very funny. Oh, stars above, you're serious, aren't you? That's just depressing. Welcome to Lunar Outpost, which apparently the space program doesn't bother to teach anyone anymore. When we first started Outer Wilds, travelers used to bring their ships here all the time for repairs. Spacefaring technology has improved a load since then, but the older ships tend to fall apart a lot. Like, more than they do now. Using the outpost cut down on the number of launches and landings taking place in the village and also the number of fires. Nowadays, though, it's mostly just me up here, raising saplings from timber hearth and keeping an eye on things. Marl says hi. Yeah, Marl's probably the only one who remembers I'm up here. I should go see the big lug soon. Don't tell him about this, but sometimes I throw little scouts down there to make sure Marl isn't doing anything stupid. I worry that big tree in the village won't stand a chance otherwise. I'll talk to you later. Esker's signal scope log. Day 48. Still not picking up Rybeck's banjo from Brittle Hollow. I'm sure they're fine, but I'll feel better once I hear their music. Day 51. Listen to Chirk play for a while today. Unrelated, someone could tell Porphy and Gossin their flirting is not subtle from an aerial perspective. Day 55. Banjo music coming in loud and clear. Sounds like Rybeck's doing okay. That oaf. I was worried. Day 63. Today I thought I heard something strange. I don't know. It was probably nothing. Day 70. No, it's back again No, it's back again today too. Something strange is coming from Timberhearth. Day 76. Okay, now this is crazy. But the sound from Timberhearth sounds exactly like Feldspar's harmonica. But Feldspar disappeared in space ages ago. It can't be them. Day 88. It's still here. This is creepy. Maybe my signal scope is broken. I'd better talk to Gneiss. Huh. Alright. The lunar lookout. The harmonica signal. Coming from somewhere around Timber Hearth, they claim it sounds just like Fieldspor's harmonica, but Fieldspar disappeared in space years ago. Lookout platform with spectacular view of the solar system. Esker uses their signal scope here to keep tabs on other travelers. Growing crops and trees at this camp. They seem to be doing okay, but they've probably been alone on the planet for too long. The lunar ruins. That might be it. Unsure. Ooh, wait. Okay. Where'd that flag go? There it is. Crash landed. Churt's research notes property of Churt. This is an old crater. The neat thing here is that the composition of the samples I took from the impact site matches the composition of the ice on the outskirts of Dark Bramble. I'd posit that Atlar Rock was hit with a piece of the planet that used to be where Dark Bramble now lies. To follow up on, maybe there are more fragments of the old planet Dark Bramble destroyed on other astral bodies in the solar system. Oh, there it is. Okay. Lunar ruins. Trees detected. Awesome. I was upstairs testing the eye signal locator, and it can hear and follow the signals from the sun, Giant's Deep, and Brittle Hollow. However, something strange is happening when I ask the eye signal locator to follow the eye's signal. The device's indicator rotates wildly and never points to just one direction. This is a curious result. It's possible the eye has stopped calling out its signal. I see. I most likely calibrated the locator incorrectly. Privet, my apprentice, and I will make adjustments and try again. An update. Disappointingly, everything is correctly calibrated after all. It saddens me to posit this, my friends, but I believe this locator cannot detect the eye's signal. We would need to build a more sensitive device if we want to locate the eye of the universe. Then we will build it. Don't lose hope. Cassava. Our search for the eye is what brought our clan to this place. We won't give up so easily. Okay, wow. Wow. I've seen this ruin in other travelers' pictures, but seeing it for myself, it's really old, isn't it? But wow, this is the coolest day of my life. Okay. Um, Time for some official notes. So this is some kind of Nomai locator. It can point out the different planets, which is incredibly cool, by the way. But from what little I can understand of the writing here, I think it was built to try to find something specific. I'm not sure. I was also able to translate something about the South Pole of Brittle Hollow, so I'll fly there to see if I can learn more. Yep, just gonna get back in the old ship and take off. Totally safe. Mostly safe. Oh, stars above. Where should this new, more sophisticated locator be built? It may need to be larger than this eye signal locator is. The southern glacier on Brittle Hollow has ample available space. I could construct a new building to house this proposed locator. Yes, let's build there. I imagine our young friend Konoi would enjoy that immensely. He's always held a great interest in the eye, especially for a child born so long after the crash. I will begin construction on Brittle Hollow South Pole immediately then. Anona and those of us originally stranded on Ember Twin built a quantum moon locator there, but the heat of the sun made its construction challenging. I wouldn't recommend building on that planet. Okay. The banjo. That's Brittle Hollow. Not Brittle Hollow. Dark Bramble. The flute is Giant's Deep, I think. Huh. And then this guy is the eye. And the eye is just all kinds of fucked up. Okay. Ow. Alright. Pinpoint the source of distant signals. The Nomai were disappointed by their failure to detect a signal from something called the Eye of the Universe. Rhinebeck headed to Brittle Hollow to investigate something the Nomai were doing on the South Pole. Nomai decided to build a larger, more sophisticated eye signal locator on Brittle Hollow's South Pole. Okay. So I guess we're headed to Brittle Hollow then. Or we can head back for the harmonica. I think if it's green, it's telling us that there's something we could potentially do now. At least maybe. The interloper. I don't want to go to Giant's Deep. Okay, where is the map? God, Brittle Harlow. Ow. Passing a little too close to the sun, aren't we? Okay. fucking excuse me. Bad dream or something? Still look half asleep, but that's a negative on being deceased. No, it's just to sleep out of the stars the night before launch, but if you ask me, it makes you a little jumpy. Okay. Well, that's a problem. Yo, don't do that. I didn't even know we were going backwards. Okay, I don't have you grounded for medical reasons because I have no idea what you're talking about. The autopilot doesn't care about obstacles. Okay. Wait a minute. Brittle rock is more in pieces. Or more in one piece. Escape pod 1. It's a distress beacon. Is anyone unharmed? No one was badly injured from the escape pod's impact. We're incredibly fortunate. This is good news, at least. Have we heard from escape pod 2 or 3? No, I'm unable to make contact. My equipment can hear the other two escape pods' distress signals. However, if it's any comfort, both pods must be structurally intact. I'll continue calling for them. My gratitude. If we can, Thatch, the moon is approaching again. Everyone brace yourselves swiftly. The volcanic moon has returned. Be cautious of falling ash and debris. I believe the moon is past. The planet doesn't appear eager to have guests. We are certainly unwelcome on its surface. We need to find shelter and quickly. The volcanic moon won't be gone for long. I observed several promising sites below the surface, but we'll need to construct a way for everyone to climb safely down this cliff. Perhaps we could build platforms. Ooh, whoa. Escape Pod 1. Vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated, awaiting departure from vessel. Escape Pod 3. Launching Escape Pod 2. Now launching Escape Pod 1. Collision imminent. Preparing for impact. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Minor structural instabilities detected. Pockets of breathable air detected. Adequate solar energy detected. Verdict: hospitable. Ship log. Emergency escape hatch. Oh, come on. What a sick joke. Oh, what is that? That's what I saw. There's like a black hole. Use caution. A black hole sleeps below. You must not slip. Yeah. Go. Go, go. Okay. Houses? But why? Of note, be sure not to wander far from here. Though this area is somewhat unstable, it's safer than any we found so far. Oh. The temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by meteor impacts. Given concern about our settlement's stability, where should we construct a new, less temporary shelter? We need to stay close to the escape pod so Felix can monitor incoming messages. We cannot be rescued if we aren't present to respond. I don't believe anyone is coming to save us, Thatch. Now we must save ourselves. I believe we should migrate to the northern glacier. I agree. We're here because the ice signal called to us and we followed. If we're to find it, we need to not merely survive, but thrive. This is a wise point, Plum, and eloquently made. If moving to the northern glacier will keep us safer, then that is what we should do. What if we use gravity crystals to craft a stable path? Building beneath the crust again would shelter us from the volcanic moon's eruptions. Okay, I'm curious about what's in these buildings, though. This knowledge is too dear to lose. Here is everything we can recall about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. Felix looked like an eye, round with a circle at the center, much like a pupil. Suppose the signal was looking for something. The signal was older than the universe itself. This is the most significant detail. No Nomai clan has ever encountered anything like it. How can anything in the universe be older than the universe itself? Imagine what rare and profound knowledge it might offer. We must find this eye of the universe. Is the hardest part of this tragedy not knowing who we may have lost, or will the hardest part come later when we learn? Be well, Aunt Milleray. Tree. Ship log updated. What the fuck? I can't understand. Why did the vessel crash in this place? We warped to follow that curious signal from the eye of the universe. Where we arrived was wrong. It wasn't where we tried to go. I suppose it wasn't a problem with the vessel, but with our destination. I'm afraid for our friends in Escape Pod 3. Was the vessel unwell in any way? No, Anona, and I checked before the warp, and the warp core and navigation systems were both well. So that's the vessel. I think that's the vessel, and then that's the eye. Something grabbed the vessel. That looks like dark bramble. And then 3 pieces. That's the twins. 3 pieces of something fell. You have the twins. You have, I believe this is Brittle rock. Okay. And then you have, I'm pretty sure, dark bramble. Well, there we go. Might as well head up here real quick before we die. My brother wasn't in Escape Pod 1 with us. Was he in Pod 2 or 3? Was he able to board an escape pod at all? We sacrificed too much arriving here. I cannot, I will not allow our clan's greatest loss to be in vain. Okay. Ghost matter. It's down there, so just don't go down there. I have to get to you somehow. Explanation of festivals. All the Nami clans from all over the universe met in one place to share what they've learned in science and art. It's called the festival. Don't forget, festivals happen every 10 years. At some festivals, one clan's big discovery will mean all the Nomai get to advance too. Like Anona's warp core, which made it so everyone can warp long distances and explore more. Each clan has a festival envoy to show their most interesting work. Our envoy was Thatch. A single festival should last a long, long time. We cannot go because we're stuck here, but Felix says we used to go too. Used to? This is a school. Okay. Okay. Formation of this universe. No one knows how this universe was made, but one thing we do know is everything used to be very hot and very dense, tightly packed together. As this early universe expanded, it also cooled down. Once it had cooled down enough, particles were able to group together to form things like galaxies, stars, and planets. Since then, space has continued to expand at a faster and faster rate, which is hard to think about for too long without your brain hurting. This universe will keep getting colder and larger until one day the stars and the life they support will all die. That's scary to think about, even though Connie tells me it won't happen in our lifetimes, but it'll happen in someone else's, someday. I have no idea how much time I have left. School District, Meltwater District, Eye Shrine District, Black Hole Forge District. Okay, so this is the school district. The Meltwater, the Eye Shrine, and the Black Hole Forge. Oh, bad idea. Okay. So Blackwater. Same stuff. Is there anything left here? Maybe? I don't like the music. Black Hole Forge controls? Black Hole Forge controls. Oh. I brought it back. And then I can throw it down there, closer to the black hole. I do not want that, though. I want it in a place where I can actually get inside of it. The Ash Twin project requires a powerful, highly advanced warp core. How should we obtain it? Solution 2. We could craft a new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. Abandoning the vessel's warp core and its casing means losing valuable knowledge. This is true, however, its knowledge we have little hope of recovering. It would be best to relearn, I think. The greatest challenge here, I think, is we don't have the design for such a powerful core or any of the original crafters of the vessel's core. No, but Poke was apprenticed to Anona, who created the original design, and our Black Hole Forge is adept at creating simpler cores. I believe I can be of use here. The vessel's warp core was created before my time, but Anona explained many of his designs to me. This is the safest path for our clan. Is the safest path the best one? Our goal is worth the risk. Is it though? We've tried for so long to find something that I and others now believe might be impossible to find. If the search for the eye is a futile one, we should choose the option with the least potential for harm. I would very much like to craft such a powerful core. More relevantly, I believe the Black Hole Forge crew and I could recreate the basic design. I feel strange, trying to recreate Anona's warp core without him. At times it feels strange to no longer be his very young apprentice and for the Black Hole Forge to be in my care and not his. Hypothesis, this will always feel strange. Even though my time with him was short, I miss my old mentor and deeply. To have the chance to try is thrilling, but I don't want to disappoint everyone. I think I can do this, probably, but what if excitement has clouded my assessment of my own abilities? Was I wrong in volunteering to build it? I was born in this star system and never saw Anona's warp core with my own 3 eyes. I only know what he taught me. What if I've bitten off a larger portion than I can consume? Still, all I can give is my best, and as Anona would say, should my best prove insufficient, then we will find another way to achieve what's needed. I have Clary and Root in the Forge, and I have my clan. I am not alone. We could retrieve the warp core from the vessel. This would require a return to Dark Bramble. Plum, my father, said many good Name perished there. I still don't know how to say that. My mentor, Coleus, and his old mentor once discovered and studied an anglerfish fossil on Ember Twin. Using that knowledge, we could avoid the anglerfish entirely. I remember that anglerfish fossil. We used to play in Fossil Fish Cave when we were children. What Milleray and I learned from that fossil could theoretically help us evade the anglerfish, but our hypothesis was never tested on a live specimen. The vessel's warp core is broken at best. Recall those present when the vessel crashed. When the vessel crashed, said it sustained lethal injuries. There is no guaranteed reward for this risk. Even if it is no longer functional, the old core could be a valuable blueprint, provided we're able to transport it back here. Perhaps we could still repair it. My grandmother told me there was little time to assess the nature or extent of the damage. Okay, now let's climb back up. Ooh, the gravity is 1.2. Where are we? Oh, we're fucking dead. Oh, we're super dead. Okay, let's find out. Has anyone observed the phantom moon that sometimes greets us in the night sky? Your thoughts interest me. I compliment your eyes. How do you imagine it disappears? Hypothesis, could it be a shift in the light spectrum? Suppose this moon is too shy to show us its face. I'm interested in your playful moon. Is it much like its violent friend Hollow Lantern? This moon isn't volcanic to my unaided eyes. Sometimes it leaves its friend Hollow Lantern for nights at a time. The nights the moon circles the planet appears random. It seems to travel as it likes. Imagine if there were two volcanic moons. Then I imagine there would be none of us left. There can exist too much lava, hypothesis. I'd strongly prefer we test the null hypothesis. This place ain't gonna last much longer. How much farther can I get? I wonder. What's all these? Damn! Ooh. To our friends on Brittle Hollow, I just warped here from the White Hole station on the other side of Brittle Hollow's black hole. Our design worked. We've successfully recreated warp travel. I don't know how close it is to Anona's original design, but as long as what we built works, then I'm delighted. I know we could do it. Cassava, I hope you're reading this. Wait, this can't be correct. Clary, have you seen these readings? If they were accurate, they would violate causality. There must be an equipment error somewhere. I'm returning to the Whitehole station. If you and Root meet me there, we can run a full diagnostic and hopefully locate the problem. Don't tell Cassava. This is wonderful news. I can't wait to see the warp tower. Although it's been a long time since I've jumped through a black hole. The Hanging City. scroll does not fit. There are specific scrolls. That's not gonna last much longer. Oh, wait, I've been here. Yeah, it's on twins. When are you gonna blow up? Might run out of oxygen before it blows up. Oh. Well, that was a refill. Okay, so on my next run, I need to find these structures. I need to find that guy specifically. And if I find that guy, then I can find these buildings. And through these buildings, oh shit, where did I come out of? Ooh, there. No, damn it. Where did I come out of? Fuck. It's somewhere around here. I'll find it. I'll find it. Ah, goodness. The first thing I see is that fucking, like, vessel blowing up. That's the very first thing I see. Jetpack auto boost. We trigger with separate button press. Oh my god. Holy shit. Naomi on Brittle Hollow observed a phantom moon that sometimes appears in the sky. North Pole on Brittle Hollow is covered in snow and ice. There is uniquely shaped Nome ruin on the surface. The Nome were able to warp here from the White Hole Station. This is where they first recreated warp technology. There's a White Hole Station on the other side of Brittle Hollow's black hole. Several Nomai returned to the station to investigate an equipment reading that appeared to violate causality. There is more to explore here. The Nomai city expanded beneath Brittle Hollow's northern glacier. The city is divided vertically into 4 districts. Found a switch in the Meltwater district that raises and lowers the Black Hole Forge. The Nomai debated how to obtain the powerful, highly advanced warp core required for the Ash Twin project. There's more to explore. Black Hole Forge is suspended below the hanging city. I found a switch in the Meltwater district that raises and lowers the forge. Black Hole Forge district is the highest district in the hanging city. A Nomai named Poke planned to create a new advanced warp core in the Black Hole Forge. The Nomai learned how to evade anglerfish, theoretically at least, by settling an anglerfish fossil they found on Ember Twin. The Nomai constructed a temporary settlement beneath a crashed escape pod. The Nomai worked together to recall an eye-shaped signal they encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal was somehow older than the universe itself. The Nomai decided to call it the Eye of the Universe. The Nomai abandoned this settlement over growing concern about its stability. One of 3 Nomai escape pods that crashed in our solar system. All 3 escape pods were launched from something called the Vessel, which was badly damaged. A mural of 3 escape pods evacuating the Nomai vessel. A mural of Dark Bramble ensnaring the Nomai vessel. A mural of a Nomai vessel encountering a signal. Okay, so those things were the escape pods. The Nomai warped to this solar system in a spaceship called the Vessel. They were attempting to follow a signal from the Eye of the Universe. The vessel crashed somewhere in Dark Bramble. The vessel's warp core broke when the ship crashed into Dark Bramble. One of the 3 Nomai escape pods never made it out of Dark Bramble. One of the 3 landed somewhere in the Hourglass Twins. Fucking Dark Bramble. Is that the thing that's blowing up? That, like, ship near Giant's Deep? I think it is. I think it is. Already have 50% fuel remaining. Fuck, I can't believe I lost the opening. What's happening? How do I inform a friend that I just fucking perished like that? Fucking see ya, nerd. And we're recording. It's been 2 days since the launch of the deep space satellite, and I'm about to view the first batch of photos. Let the record show that I'm on this historical day Outer Wild Ventures has. Ah, they're printing, here they come. The stars above, where you look at that. There's Brittle Hollow, and look here. There's Hollow's lantern, there's Giant's Deep, and the Quantum Moon. I'm speechless, completely speechless. Every single astral body in our magnificent solar system looking stunning from every angle in each of these 3 images, and in color no less. Now this is art. I could stare at these photos forever. Doesn't Timber Hearth look tiny from... Hold on, what is that? That can't be right. That's not even possible. Am I interpreting this photo correctly? What's even stranger is it doesn't show up on either of the other photos, just this one. Well, there must have been an equipment malfunction, I suppose. Only sensible explanation for it. I'll radio Gabbro and ask them to go examine the satellite's lenses for defects. What are you talking about? Interesting. Despite my checking on them at least 1,000 times, the images are still not ready to print over in the radio tower. Well, it's like they say, a watch satellite never transmits data. Haha, that's a little joke for you, Journal. No one says that. Someday I'll have to study the mechanics and how time manages to slow to a syrupy crawl whenever I'm anticipating something. In the meantime, I've turned to Gabbro, our resident expert in leisurely whiling away the hours, who recommends the following: Gabbro's 3 foolproof steps for dozing off. Light a nice cozy campfire and get comfortable, gaze deeply into the serene warmth, let time begin to slip away as you allow the flames to lull you into a peaceful sleep. Gabber knew I'd taken notes. They'd probably think I'd finally cracked, but I refused to accept sass from an astronaut who deliberately burns their marshmallows. No, my marshmallow. Wow. Okay. What? Hey yo, hatchling. Thought you were taking that tin can of yours into space today. What are you still doing here? Me, I saw something crash over the horizon. Didn't like what I was seeing in the pictures my little scout was sending back, so I thought I'd come over here myself and take a look. Is that a dark bramble seed? You think so? It's nothing I've seen on Timber Earth before, so you're probably onto something there. Whatever it is, it's put down roots in a hurry. I don't like the look of this thing, hatchling. That's a fact. I think I'll set Marl and Hal loose on it. Best get rid of the mass sooner rather than later. And no one can remove an unwanted plant faster than a tree keeper can. I'll have to get a look at that thing, at what's inside the seed first, though. Don't want to set anybody to hacking up a potentially dangerous plant without a better idea of what's lurking inside there. Tuff can help me hold the old scouter launcher over there. Obviously, the opening is too small for someone to fit in. And anyway, I'm not going to blindly stick my hand into something that looks as unpleasant as that seed does. That's a good way to lose an arm or two. Hmm. Ooh. Mining site 2B. What the fuck? Whew. I'm still amazed by how much ore the Ash Twin project requires. Isn't this the ore for the remaining towers being built on Ash Twin? The completed towers I've seen are quite large. No, the materials for those towers is all being taken from Ash Twin. The ore we're mining here will be used to craft an immensely thick protective shield that will physically seal off the chamber inside Ash Twin's core. I'm relieved by our clan's decision to use timber hearths ore only for constructing the shell. If eventually life on this planet were to evolve to the point of advanced metallurgy, I'm confident we won't have destroyed their ability to create. If they sealed off all entrances, I hope they've planned accordingly. I thought you had forbidden your apprentice from making puns, Coleus. How else would he improve? It's cute. This dog's barking. Oops. Wait, how did I take it out? Oh. It says right here. The Ash Twin Projection Stone. My gratitude for the latest shipment. Orino. This ore should be the last we'll need for the Ash Twin project. This is exciting news. Can I offer an extra set of eyes for this final check? Specifically mine. If my work here is complete, I'd be delighted to help. We'd be grateful if you would. The more eyes, the better, as the smallest flaw or opening in the shell that protects the Ash Twin project could lead to disaster. Once we finish the cell that seals off the central chamber, we'll check to ensure that there are no longer any physical entrances. Rami and I will be checking the interior and then exterior for cracks, our final safety check. Okay. Okay, we'll be back for that one. Must matter. Ash Twin Project. Central chamber inside Ash Twin was physically sealed off by an immensely thick protective shield. The no mined core from the site to craft a protective shell designed to physically seal off the central chamber inside Ash Twin. Once the shell was finished, the Nomai checked to ensure that there were no longer any physical entrances or cracks. Seed from Dark Bramble. I'm aiming at the seed. Designed to retrieve photos. There were several photos in the entire solar system hanging on the wall. Hornfells noticed something strange in one of the photos, but concluded equipment malfunction was the only sensible explanation. That sun looks mighty explodey. Chert's research notes property of Chert. I've detected a strange signal coming from somewhere within the grove in this crater. It's very similar to the signal emitted by the quantum moon, so it stands to reason the two signals are probably related. We don't know much about the quantum moon, seeing as no one's been able to land on it, but hopefully studying the signal in the grove will reveal more about it. A grove shard. Quantum fluctuations. Yeah, motherfucker. Where'd it go? It's always dark in the ancient glade. The quiet shade. It's always dark across old bark. The quiet shade across old bark. It's always dark in the quiet glade. Shade and glade. It's Always dark, the quiet shade, across old bark in the ancient glade. So it's something. It's definitely something that has to do with it. Wait, the sign moves too. Wait, the rocks move too? Everything fucking moves in this place. I thought it was just the stone. Everything fucking moves. That's the song that plays when we all die. It's time, isn't it? Hmm. It's always you. I don't even know where I fell. Yeah, I know. Wait, it flew off in a different direction. I think it did. And something flew off that way. Okay. think I need the suit. Yeah, that's what I was missing. Extraterrestrial came with Dark Bramble. Error duplicate signal. What the fuck? It's a portal? What if I fire it this way? It gives me the same thing. It's a dead angler with something in its mouth. What is that? What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Is that him? What was his name? Sparfeld? That might be Sparfeld. Blasted seed did a lot of damage when it crashed. I like this crater. Telling me it's bigger on the inside than the outside? This is going to be a chore to chop up, and no mistake. Can we remove a seed that doesn't have the decency to stay the same size all the way through? Maybe I'll grab an extra axe, or 3, just in case. Inside the seed? Huh. Don't know what to tell you there. The only harmonica player I know is Feldspire, and they disappeared ages ago. Listen here, don't go telling Gneiss about the harmonica music, okay? And they'll let me get rid of this darn seed if they suspect it has any musical talent. Back in my younger days, I explored everywhere there is to go on Timberhearth and saw everything there is to see and then some. Trust me, we don't have anything like this. Now, I reckon this thing's from Dark Bramble if it's from anything, Hatchling. I would suspect that too. Especially since we saw the anglerfish and all the, you know, actual Dark Bramble when we shot our thing in there. The Quantum Grove inside the seed. There's a strange rock shard in the grove that moves when I'm not watching and emits a signal on the quantum fluctuations frequency. I found a poem written on one of the trees in the grove. When I launch my scout into the seed that crashed on Timberhearth, it ends up in a much bigger space filled with fog and thorny vines. Somehow the seed is much bigger on the inside. Okay. The Hanging City. That's where we have to go next. Where is Brittle Hollow? I'm here. I did it. I put the ship down safely. Um, in that ship went down. I didn't sustain bodily harm. A few minor repairs. And it's like the ship never even hit those rocks. One of my better attempts. Feldspar would have bare would barely have laughed at me, I bet. That's the good news. The bad news, I haven't found a way into this structure yet. The door's broken, and I know I'm not great at exploring, but I think I would have found a different entrance by now if there were one. Probably. I can't get inside from here, but I know there are paths below the surface. I'm going to head north to the ruins on the equator to try to find a way down. Okay, so this has to do with the Hanging City, probably. The trees are moving. The trees in this grove wander about freely, the entire plant, roots, and all. This is not normal, even for this alien planet, and I never seen them move. Is that even possible? If anyone else witnesses this is disturbing behavior, I implore you record your observations here. Either these trees are aberrant or my brain must be. Plum is right. The trees do move. I confess I didn't notice until I read his notes. Alarmingly, it isn't only the trees, there is other matter in this area, such as that unusual shard of rock moving in the same eerie way. This rock is unusual for another reason, too. It possesses color and texture I've never seen elsewhere on this planet. Hypothesis: the rock shard presence is significant. We should study it. Could it be that what is causing the nearby objects to also move about this area? Likely. Don't do that. Beneath your feet lies the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you are preparing to make your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, descend the steps to the entrance below. The knowledge held within will help you on your journey. So we're fucking here again. Entrance to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. The Southern Observatory. Why would you do this to me? I? Oh, gee, thanks. The fuck is that? I'm in. Welcome to the White Hole Station. If you fell through the black hole by accident, don't worry, you aren't the first. This warp tower can return you to Brittle Hollow. Oh! Every warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. A tower's warp can only be used during the brief window when the tower is aligned with its corresponding astral body, in this case Brittle Hollow. You must be standing on the warp platform on the floor during this alignment to be warped. If you look up while the station is rotating, you can see the alignment happens when the astral body is directly overhead. Ember Twin. The Hanging City. Okay. Raimi and I reviewed the records you sent, Poke, and they appear to show Nomai are arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before departing from the White Hole Station. I understand it's exceedingly odd, but Clary and I have tested and retested the equipment, and the result is the same every time someone warps. The interval is incredibly minuscule, roughly 100,000th of a second. Do you suppose our instruments can't accurately measure time to such a small degree? As I've already told Raimi, these measurements can't be accurate. How can a Nomai arrive on Brittle Hollow before he or she ever stepped into the teleporter? The implications are absurd. Poke, as Pi is confident the reading is inaccurate, she's kindly helping me attempt to recreate the phenomenon at the high energy lab. We're designing an experiment to take more data. An update. Poke, the high energy lab is in the canyon on Ember Twins Crater. Come here at once. You need to see this. I don't understand. It wouldn't mean I've inadvertently broken several fundamental theories regarding this universe. We would have to reconsider all of our beliefs about the nature of time. Yes, I hope so too. Is this one of the stars? Ember Twin. The Ember Twin. So this is on Ember. There's something here. There's something on Ember. Oops. Oh, ship hull breach detected. That's nice. My ship is blowing the fuck up somewhere. Oh, I don't even see my ship anymore. I'm stranded on this planet. That's nice. There it is. Finally. Okay. Let's explore. No way that it's already almost over. I need more time. I don't think it's almost over. I think there's still time. Ice Shrine District. And the way to get to the top floor is busted? Okay. I'm almost out, so I have to be very careful about how I use my fuel. The Eye Shrine. Okay. I know. I imagine I've been hard on Poke again. This in turn means I've made things difficult for her sister, Clary. If Poke and I are oil and water, Clary is our emulsifier. She certainly makes us a better team than would mixing through shaking, although sometimes I would like to shake Poke. Jokes aside, suppose my own fear of never finding the eye prompted my argument with Poke. That would be immature of me. I should apologize, at least to Clary, who could then tell Poke. Trees detected. Nature detected. Consuming nature. Okay. I no longer believe, as I did as a child on Ember Twin, that the eye of the universe, the source of the signal, wishes to harm us, but it may not want to be found either. The terrible circumstances of our arrival here were almost certainly exactly that, circumstance. I suspect imagining we are special to the eye in some way, in wishful thinking, the eye might have called out to any sentient species. Or it might not have been of calling out at all, and that my ancestors heard the eye's signal holds no great deep meaning. This wouldn't be so bad, I think. In fact, the eye may not have wishes at all. We have no evidence supporting this. Be welcomed in this place. The shrine is the space to reflect on what brought us to the star system. The signal from the eye. I'm going to die. What is the eye's signal? Yeah, I hear it. Damn it. I had to get back here. Okay. One more loop, and then I'm gonna call it. Back to Brittle. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Be welcomed in this place. The shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to the star system, the signal from the eye. We observed the eye's signal in our travels and followed it here to find its source. What we know is this: the source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than the universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. What is the eye of the universe? The eye is older than this universe, so imagine how much it could teach us. Perhaps it is a cosmic library. I suppose the eye is a more advanced being. The eye is the source of the signal that brought us here. How can the eye be older than the universe itself? Suppose it is a relic from a previous universe. The earlier universe was unimaginably hot and dense. If anything existed before, it would have been destroyed. Suppose the universe is older than previously assumed. What is the eye's signal? Suppose the eye wishes to communicate. The signal is a call. Were we the intended audience? The signal is the eye's voice. It speaks a language we don't yet know. Or maybe the signal is the eye's attempt at expressing itself. Of note, from the signal we were able to determine the eye's approximate age, or perhaps its lack of age. Hmm. Ow. The Hanging City. It's below me. Gravity Canyon. Gravity Crystal Workshop. Above. Oh, and there's crystals. East, 400 meters. Oh, that way. The Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Hello, Ryback. Oh, you launched. That's great. Great job, you. Well, I guess that means I've been out here for a while, huh? Well, this is Brittle Hollow, but you probably knew that. A lot of history here. It's great. What are you doing here? I'm sure you see the Hanging City. It's always been my dream to see it with my own four eyes, ever since I was a hatchling. An alien race lived in a solar system long before our species even existed. How could I not want to see what their civilization was like? Only, you've probably heard the others say it, right? I'm afraid of space. Seriously, I'm more surprised than anyone that I'm out here. Do you want to know how I even got this far? I fell. Tripped over a gravity crystal. It's dumb luck I landed somewhere my little scout says is halfway stable, instead of being sucked into what's below. I've been gauging the stability of the ground around me using my little scout, and this seems to be the place with the least surface integrity, with the best surface integrity, so I'm just going to stay here until I'm ready to move on. But that's enough about me and my problems. You didn't come all this way to listen to me blather, did you? That'd be... yeah. I learned something. Oh, cool. What is it? I found the Nomai escape pod on Brittle Hollow. Wow, so then the Nomai probably came here from somewhere outside the solar system, but they must have been in trouble when they launched their escape pod. But what kind of trouble? And where did the escape pod launch from? I'm so curious. This is an amazing discovery. I hope we can find out more about how and why the Nomai arrived here. I saw the old settlement. Isn't it amazing? Hard to believe the settlement is still standing, but there it is. It really makes you appreciate living somewhere like Timberhearth, you know, somewhere that isn't constantly bombarded with meteors and rocks and stuff. Saw the Hanging City on Brittle Hollow. You visited the Hanging City? Oh gosh, how was it? Was it amazing? Was it beautiful? Was it scary? The Hanging City is where the Nomai settled permanently on Brittle Hollow. It was their most advanced settlement here. Why they chose to build their most advanced settlement so close to you-know-what is beyond me. Maybe that kind of thing makes sense to Nomai, though. Maybe they needed the black hole for something. Where should I explore here? Oh wow, where shouldn't you explore here? Not the black hole. Actually, that's very no. Which is unfortunate because the most exciting stuff is all below the crust, including the Hanging City. That's just to the north. You can see it from here. There's also this big dome on the South Pole called the Southern Observatory. You can't get inside from the surface. Trust me, I've tried, but if it's like the rest of the Nomai structures here, there's probably a path to it beneath the crust somewhere. Good luck with exploring. If you learn anything about the Nomai, I'd love to hear it, if it's not too much trouble. What are you doing here? Me? I'm an archaeologist, remember? Or, the archaeologist, I guess, seeing as I'm all Timberhearth Scott right now. Brittle Hollow is rich with Nomai history. That's why I'm here. This planet is an absolute treasure trove of culture, history, and science. If you have any questions about Brittle Hollow, Nomai, I'm your Hearthian. Or, I have some knowledge of them. I mean, so maybe I can help? See you later. Okay. So this is the gravity well? The Southern Observatory is that way. Crossroads to the west. The shuttle is currently resting at the quantum moon. Activate the gravity cannon. Call the shuttle home. Oh, I'm fucking sorry. Oh, it's getting close. I am here. After watching it wander the skies for so long, I am about to stand for the first time on the quantum moon. As expected, my shuttle has landed at the moon's south pole. I will make the remainder of my journey on foot. We don't know why the quantum moon always welcomes its visitors at the South Pole, just that this is true. As a child, I considered such unknowns sinister. Now, though, I understand they bear no ill will. The universe is, and we all are. I am ready. No, that's Giants Deep. Where is... I guess we launch. And I'll just let it take me there. I think. I hope. That's the lava moon. There it is. I think so, at least. How does this work? I don't know. I think I need to figure out, like, exactly what I should be aiming at before I go for it. See, there it goes. Return warp status charged. Step onto the warp receiver platform to activate the return warp. Departure time, arrival time. Interesting. Okay. Oh, well, that sucks. Wait! Oh. There's Ryvek's camp, Quantum Shard, Tower of Quantum Knowledge, those the White Hole Station, the High Energy Lab, the Gravity Cannon. Fuck. Ryvek has set up camp at the bottom of the crossroads. Their excitement at being surrounded by so much Nomai history is matched only by their terror of the black hole. Ryvek is Timberhurt's only archaeologist. They overcame their fear of space to explore Brittle Hollow's treasure trove of Nomai culture. Nomai traveled to the solar system in pursuit of a signal from something older than the universe itself. They called the source of the signal the city, the eye of the universe. Every Nomai warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. To use a tower, you must be standing on the warp platform during the tower's alignment with its corresponding astral body. The alignment happens when the astral body is directly overhead. Nomai noticed something strange. Warped object appeared to arrive at the receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before they departed the White Hole Station. This negative time interval between an object arriving and departing was incredibly minuscule, roughly 1/100th of a second. Nomai was skeptical if their equipment could even measure time to such a small degree. The negative time interval measured at the White Hole Station was further investigated at the High Energy Lab in the canyon at Ember Twins Equator. A Nomai named Solanum launched a shuttle on the quantum moon. Churette's research notes mentioned a quantum moon that no Hearthian has been able to land on. Nomai named Solanum landed her shuttle on the quantum moon's south pole and prepared to make the rest of the journey on foot. Visitors to the quantum moon always arrive at the south pole for reasons unknown to the Nomai. Quantum Shard noticed a strange rock that appeared to wander when no one was watching. This tower, located on Brittle Hollow's equator, held useful knowledge for Nomai embarking on their first pilgrimage to the quantum moon. A huge cylindrical structure that generated a strong upward gravity field. I recalled a Nomai shuttle from the quantum moon. There's more to explore. Ay, ay, ay. I know I said one more, but I have to head back. Worth a shot. Ooh. The Gravity Crystal Workshop. Okay, so I found the Gravity Crystal Workshop. Huh. The journey here from the South Pole has been, I'm gonna go with harrowing because of the, all of the meteors. But hey, at least I made it here unconcussed and not on fire. Okay, let's see. I poked around a little, and there's some sort of old Nomai path that starts across from my campsite inside the ruined buildings with the building with the trees growing out of it. Doesn't look like anything horrible, just stairs leading down. I can handle stairs. After I get my supplies together, I'll follow the path and see where it leads. Okay. It doesn't seem like there's much here. There's crystals. Well, that was deeply unpleasant. I made it this far, though. I guess that's the part to focus on, and not how I'll eventually have to get back up that path. But wow, this place sure is something. Looks like the Hanging City is north from here, and east is a gravity cannon. I definitely want to see that. And another thing, I'm detecting oxygen from somewhere below, which is good since I used up a lot of my supplies screaming during the trip down from the surface. As soon as I stop dry heaving, I'm going to head further down below so I can refill my tank. Okay. So what I want is over here. Like, I want to get to there. The crossroads. The hell are the crossroads? Oh, the crossroads. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Like, this is interesting and all, but Southern Observatory. Okay. Whoo boy. That's some scary shit. Oh, okay. Oh, we're fine. Boom. Okay. That wasn't pleasant. That was not pleasant at all. That's even less pleasant down there. I don't know where to go. I have to get up there. But I don't necessarily know how. Oh, okay. I made it. Fuck yeah. What's this? Giant's Deep. Konoi. Daz and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. Konoi, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon component to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Cassava convinced me to not try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to see what happened. How could something pass through the current? My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of Giant's Deep here at Brittle Hollow's Southern Observatory, and it reveals how an object might sink below the current. Konoi, I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are 2 trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's Gravity Cannon and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Okay. Not much to go off of. Cassava's construction yard has been using the cyclones on Giant's Deep to lift orbital probe cannon parts into orbit, but one component was pushed down past the current that usually prevents anything from sinking. Spire and I are crafting a model to determine why this happened. An update. It's now clear there are 2 different types of cyclone. Most cyclones on Giant Deeps rotate clockwise. These are the cyclones Cassava typically used to send components into orbit. There also exists a rare type of cyclone that spins the opposite direction and pushes objects beneath the water and below the surface. My gratitude, Spire. Konoi is showing me your handiwork, and I'm intrigued by this secondary type of cyclone. But was it really necessary to build a model to tell me that? The model will be useful as we continue monitoring Giant's Deep. Also, I very much wanted to make a model. Okay. Jesus Christ. Out there? Doesn't even know. Unable to determine orbit. No signal detected matching any known criteria for the eye of the universe. How should our methods change as we continue our search for the eye of the universe? We know what the eye looks like thanks to the quantum moon, so what if we try to find the eye visually instead? Let's send out a probe. We need to build a probe launching mechanism to cover those long distances quickly. A cannon in orbit around a celestial body would circumvent the need to escape gravity's pull. Giant's Deep would be a good choice. It's farthest from the sun, so it would provide the best angle for launch, and it's moonless except when the quantum moon is visiting. Yes, let's build the cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep. As we couldn't find the eye signal using two different devices built for this exact purpose, we should discontinue this search method. Mallow's idea is clever, but we have no idea where the eye is in relation to here. The probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. I believe I have a solution to that problem. Have you spoken with Raimi and Pi about the technology they're developing? My ship is so far away. How do I get to you? No, you're not what I want. I keep thinking you're what I want. Wait, are you what I want? Or are you Giant's Deep? I think you're Giant's Deep. Where's the quantum moon? Okay. Gravity cannon. Thank you. Yeah. I learned something. Hmm. Oops. How do I... Okay, so there's the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, and then there's the black hole site. Otherwise, I think that's it for Brittle Rock. I think. Most cyclones and Giant's Deep rotate clockwise. These are the cyclones the Nomai used to send components into orbit. There also exists a rare type of cyclone that spins the opposite direction and pushes objects beneath the water and below the current. Nomai decided to stop searching for the eye signal and instead look for it visually by sending out Deep Space Probe. There were concerns about the probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. There's more to explore here. Thought I could construct a probe cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep. There's the gravity cannon. Oh, wow. Fuck. There we go. Plum, Felix, and I have determined this atypical shard of rock is the reason objects in this grove are behaving in a quantum manner. Of note, a unique signal is coming from this shard. Curiously, our friend the Wandering Moon sounds the same. I've also heard the same signal this shard produces calling out from Giants, Deep, Timber Hearth, and the Hourglass Twins. Suppose there are other shards like this one. The only other object we've observed displaying this quantum behavior is the Wandering Moon. I imagine the moon's behavior and this groves are related. In her note from earlier, Felix mentions this strange type of rock isn't found anywhere on Brittle Hollow. What if it wasn't originally from this planet? Hypothesis: this quantum shard is from the wandering quantum moon. Perhaps it is even a small piece of the moon itself. How did I miss this? Be welcomed in this place. Above you stands the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you are making your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, ascend these stairs and obtain the last of the knowledge you need for your journey. Well, this is what I wanted. Fuck. Damn it. How to get out of orbit? Oh my god. Well, does make me curious. How did the scout, like, get out? Oh boy. Ow. Fuck, how do I get up there? Goes to the crossroads. How do I get to that black site? Fucker. Black hole site. There goes a chunk of the ground. Huh. Fuck. Damn it. I think I have to go elsewhere. I think I'm stuck. Gulp. Yeah, I think I'm stuck. How long have I been recording? Oh, God. I said one more round. Last time I looked, it was not even 2 hours. Now I'm approaching 4. What have I fucking done? God, it's 3 in the morning and I have to get up again. Why do I do this to myself? Fuck. Alright, so I'm going to reduce frights. That's fun. I'm gonna have to fucking figure out. Hey, cool, I could play everything at the highest setting. Full FOV is weird. Put it back. Well, maybe 95. No, 90 was pretty good. Okay. Everything feels kind of stretched out after 90. But, There's definitely more to do on Brittle Rock. Like, there's obviously the Quantum Moon, and then have no idea how to get into the Quantum Tower. And I probably need whatever's in the Quantum Tower to get to the Quantum Moon. Um, and then I think it said that there was still stuff in the Southern Observatory. And the Grove. I found a poem written on one of the trees. Yeah. There's still something to see here, and there's still something to see here, but I don't think I can actually do anything about them yet. The Nomai detected a quantum signal from somewhere in Giant's Deep, somewhere in the Hourglass Twins, Strange Rock Shard. Same as the moon. Ugh. Central chamber inside Ash Twin was physically sealed off by an immensely thick protective shell. I can't get into the Black Hole District. At least not yet. Inside the seed. How is all these, like, green things connected? Hmm. What does the color exactly denote? There's the fucking quantum moon. Orbital probe cannon. The interloper. Wonder if the interloper was added, and the interloper is how I do DLC stuff. I probably, if there is DLC stuff, I probably have to beat the main game first, or at least get really far in the main game. But yeah, I think I've run out of leads on Brittle Hollow, so I think I need to go either to Ember Twin or Giant's Deep. I think there's overall been more clues that I've received on Ember Twin than I have on Giant's Deep. Plus, water is scary. So, I'm going to leave these two hellscapes for later. Especially you, because you're literally just space water with anglerfish. That's not going to be fun. That's not going to be fun. Um, Actually, yeah, there was a thing that said that, I don't remember which one, but, on one of these planets, they discovered, um, an angler fossil that might give me a clue on how to evade the fuckers in here. And then on Ember... Okay, no. On Ember, there's the angler fossil. The escape pod is on Ember as well. High energy lab, and then a quantum signal. For the Ash Twin, there was only the Ash Twin project, which was central chamber inside Ash Twin was physically sealed off by an immensely thick protective shell. So that's all we have on that. So yeah, I guess next time we head for the Ember Twin. I could try to land on Hollow's Lantern. I doubt I'll get anything out of that except extremely grotesque death. Burned alive. I think that's how, like, that autopilot fucking sent me crashing into Hollow Lantern, so I'm pretty sure I do not want to do that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it here, because holy shit, it's been too long. Thank you all for watching, especially if you got this far, and stick around, because there's a lot more to come.